Today's gonna be a scary one because I will be eating at the most dangerous restaurants in America, ranging from a Waffle House after dark all the way to a restaurant where they literally spank you if you don't finish your food. I know it sounds crazy, and that's because it is, because all the restaurants you're seeing in this have some sort of danger level to them.
Have you guys been
spanked
before?
Have a lot to get to. Hopefully we're safe while doing this. So grab your popcorn and let's do this.
Not by your parents.
Waffle House, which was voted the most dangerous chain restaurant in America. There's over
I've never been to Waffle House,
and
actually.
I kid you not, over these 2,000 locations, there have been 100,000 911 calls over the past 5 years. That's because Waffle Houses usually there's a lot of activity late at night because they're open 24/7, serving things like waffles and I think pancakes as well. I'm not sure. I've never been inside one. There's been a lot of history of violence also at Waffle Houses. There have been a lot of mass shootings. There have been employees who have gotten killed by customers, and then of course some celebrities and widely known figures that have unfortunately died at Waffle Houses. Like I said, this is my first time here. I have high hopes. This one doesn't seem too dangerous.
Is the food here good though?
Right now, this one seems pretty decent. The only thing that's missing is
it looks pretty nice.
The iconic Waffle House sign. So we'll just like CGI it right
I actually want to go to a Waffle House
and hopefully let's not get into a fight. Okay, let's take it inside. It's kind of like a diner. I like how it's all see-through, like you can see everything. Let's go ahead and sit at a booth, hopefully. Hey, how are you?
To go only right now.
Oh, to go only? Okay. Here's the menu. We have lunch and dinner favorites, so it's not just waffles, which is a surprise to me. All right, so I think I'm gonna get the double waffle.
That looks kind of AI.
The good thing about this place is like you could see inside quite easily.
AI
it's like an
food.
entire like glass house. You feel very exposed. That might be a safety thing, so everyone can always see what's happening at all times. Can I just get a double waffle, please? Yeah, just the double waffle. So just place the order. It'll be ready in 4 minutes, which is very quick. Then we'll have the waffles.
Yeah, it's pretty safe.
Heat them up and then review them. Something that I've never actually seen before at a restaurant is house rules. So it says, please seat yourself unless a host or hostess is on duty, which we did. We do not allow threatening, obscene, unsafe, or offensive behaviors.
Oh my God, they have so many rules.
Jeopardy, police will be called. Some examples are threat of violence, any aggressive or threatening behavior, intentional destruction of property.
I've never seen a rule list.
Refusal to calm down.
At a restaurant.
There's some like
or not even a restaurant.
In order to warrant saying that. I mean, obviously there is. We know that statistically. And then even here it says video and audio recording system in use for management training and investigative purposes. So in case you have to comply with like local law enforcers. You got a jukebox here as well.
Ooh, a jukebox.
There are raisins in my toast. Wait, are these just like produced by Waffle House and they're just songs that are relating to things?
Music.
Some of the best hits from Waffle House on the jukebox. You have the grill operator, night shift, special lady at the Waffle House. And then my personal favorite, it's a waffle great day. All right, so we just left the Waffle House. I got myself 2 double waffles. It was
like
is that
on YouTube?
$7.50,
The OST?
Feels a little bit high for waffles,
Waffle House
again,
OST.
I mean, we did go to a restaurant, so you are gonna pay a little bit of an upcharge. Inside of there, it was a little bit awkward because it was to go only. So I think they just turned off the switch that allowed you to eat inside. So there was just a couple of stragglers that were just eating at the booths. A little disappointing. I wanted to kind of eat in there, but nobody was really in there. There was 2 workers. One guy was kind of working the grill and he had like buckets and stuff and he was, I guess,
ooh, ew, wait, what is that? Why so greasy?
Inside of there's an entire CCTV set where you can like see yourself as you're eating. I guess so they always have eyes on kind of the entire place. And those rules were pretty crazy. How it mentions a lot of different things like don't get into physical fights or altercations. A warning that I didn't think a restaurant
very
would put
specific.
Down. Usually you go into public, you would think like, oh, I should be in my best behavior, but apparently not at Waffle House. But with all that being said, I didn't feel any particular type of danger in there, although the stats do back it up. And I do have my waffle, and I'm excited to try this. Whoa, it is like a mega waffle. And actually,
why is it only at Waffle House that they are fighting?
I guess the reason they could be to go only right now is to reduce loitering. So if you have just people sitting down and coming in,
I would gobble that. Except it's a little dry.
Don't want too many people hanging around, so they just switch it at some point to go only. If you guys go to Waffle House frequently,
do they have it at
that's a thing. I've never
7-Eleven
seen that at a restaurant before. All right, with that said, I got the waffle right here. Not gonna use any syrup or anything.
Because if something's open 24/7, like it would be dangerous, right? So 7-Eleven would be like dangerous, no? Or is 7-Eleven even open 24/7 anymore?
Raw, direct to the mouth. It's also probably dangerous because it's really hot. It's more like a pancake.
Good
night,
it's actually
100% a pancake. There's no crunch. It doesn't have like
I love
pancakes.
Crisp.
Literally no crisp or anything. I was expecting
pancakes
a waffle.
are better.
Like a harder type of item, but instead I have a pancake with some like griddle marks on it. I guess I'll take another one. Maybe there's like a better bite on this. This is terrible. I mean, it's like a decent
It looks a little soggy.
It's not a waffle. I feel gypped. Waffle House does not serve waffles, I guess. At least the one in Newark, Delaware. So Waffle House, would I come back here? Not a shot. The food's not good enough. The fact that it can be to go at any given point, and the fact that you kind of have to like watch your back when you're in there. And they acknowledge it too in their rules and stuff. It's an interesting spot. If you've never been though before, I highly suggest going. Obviously, you're gonna be playing with fire a little bit with the danger, but overall, I mean, it is what it is. It's
Let's go to Waffle House, you guys.
Basically. Let's move on to the next dangerous place, and it's not gonna be
Sounds
Waffle House.
busted.
The next dangerous restaurant we're at might actually be be the most dangerous one
heart
of them all
attack
because you
grill.
actually get physically spanked if you don't finish your food because we are at the heart attack
Wait,
grill
I
in
wanna
Las
work
Vegas.
here.
So what happens here is
I'm gonna
basically go on
retire
the
and
scale
work
over there,
here.
weigh yourself. If you're over 350 pounds, you eat free. If you're under 350 pounds, you go in there and you order some crazy burgers. I think they have some burgers that have like 10 patties on them. And then you basically try to eat it. And if you can't finish it, like I said, you go in there and they'll just spank you until you have like a red butt or something. So this is dangerous because there's actually like a physicality to it. You are gonna get spanked. Hopefully I finish my food because I'm not looking to have a red bottom after this, but let's go ahead and go to the
That's
scale
how I heard
just
about
in case
it.
I weigh 300 pounds. I think I'll be about 180 pounds, give or take. All right, I do have a backpack on, but let's see. Wow, 183.
Oh my God.
I do have the backpack. Wait,
If
let
I
me see the
stepped on
official.
this, it
What
would
is
break.
180? On the dot. I know my body. Now, the reason why this place is dangerous because it says, caution, this establishment is bad for your health. And the reason being is because this is what they serve here. They have single and double bypass burgers, but if you go all the way to the end, they actually serve an octuple bypass burger, which is 8 patties atop one another. That's probably something like 5,000 calories. So you're probably gonna get a heart attack from eating here. So on the door here, it says cash only because you might die before the check clears. And then here it says, caution, this establishment is bad for your health. All right, let's see what happens.
Ain't
Hi, how are
no
you?
way.
2 people? All right, so she just explained the rules to me. I have to put on one of these hospital gowns, and you have to wear it the entire time. So I think it's like emulating you being a patient. So I'm gonna
Is this
have
a
to throw
good
this on
date?
and then eat a quadruple bypass
First date,
burger.
the heart
This is
attack
literally
grill?
a fast track to a heart attack. Hi, how are you? All right, here we go. We're just here with friends for a couple of days. Then also filming some stuff while we're here. What do you want to do? You want to do it? All right, let's go.
No comment.
All the patients in here, thank you. So we just sat down at Heart Attack Grill, the most dangerous restaurant in America. It has a lot of Guinness World Records for the largest burger. The quadruple bypass burger has 10,000 calories I'm seeing right here. That's like 5
the
days of
quadruple
eating
one.
for a standard male. Really interesting vibe in here. It's funny how everyone is in the hospital gowns. Hello.
Doing, guys?
Great, how are you? Yep.
All right, so you know the burgers go from 1 patty to 8. It's all high graveyard. If you don't finish, you get spanked.
You get spanked if you don't finish
I
your
wanna
food.
spank.
Drinks, I got wines come in IVs, Jello shots come in syringes.
We'll do
Ooh.
that. The syringe. Yeah, I think we'll just do a single. All right, thank you. Just place the order. She said that you get spanked if you
I'd
don't
love
finish
to
your
be
food.
here.
I got a single burger.
I'd
but
love
I'm
to
not
work
that hungry,
here.
guys, so I have a feeling that I'm gonna get spanked at the end of this, which would honestly
It's
be
nice seeing
insane.
you,
I've been spanked
Nimbus.
since I was like 3 years old.
I'm
and now
average
like
size.
26
Get
years
some
older
good
than
rest,
that.
my
So this should be
good.
an interesting time. I'll do just a little bit, yeah, and then I'll do the rest.
Perfect.
They squirt it in your mouth? Wait, what is that?
All right, syringe of Jello down. Thank you.
Oh,
we just
Jello.
get these Jello shots out of this syringe, but they also serve you red wine out of IV drips. So there's a table over there that has that. So again, a lot of interesting ways that they serve these things. And I like all the decor and everything around it. Everyone's dressed like a nurse as well, I'm just realizing. And I guess I'm the patient.
Oh. Well, they gotta
So
hit
this is
harder,
birthday, and
really?
she just got spanked 9
Ooh.
times by every nurse. 10 times. Part of me's thinking I have to finish this burger now. So usually
You think
at
that
a
guy's
restaurant, when
into
it's your
it?
birthday, you have like the candles brought out for you. They sing you a nice song, they clap, and they give you a
Oh,
free dessert.
that's
Here,
cute.
they spank you 10 times. That is definitely gonna leave a bruise on that guy. So the food just got here, so we have our burger right here.
This
Comes on,
is
like,
a new
ciabatta
Hooters, no,
bun,
for
and,
real.
it's got chili on it as well.
Oh, that looks
tomato,
kinda
onion,
good.
Then we got some standard fries here as well. Let's see if
I
the
wonder
food's
how
any
good it
though,
is.
because obviously this place is kind of known for the gimmick of being like a dangerous restaurant, but maybe the food is good. To be honest with you, not the best burger I've had, so I don't think I am gonna finish this. So it's not so much about the food, it's about what happens afterwards. And then their fries, also not my favorite. So food pretty average overall.
Oh
for
my
this restaurant, but
God,
the
they're
danger
raking
levels
in
do feel quite high.
cash.
All right, guys, we're all finished. Well, we didn't actually technically finish it, so I'm gonna tell the waitress that we're finished, and then we're gonna go ahead and get spanked, and we're really gonna see the full danger to this restaurant. I'm gonna see if I bruise
Would
up
you
or
go here
something,
with your
'cause these spanks
homies?
look really hard. About 4 other people got spanked while we're sitting here, and it feels like it gets harder and harder each time. And notably, our waitress, I think, spanks the hardest. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, you pay for services. You know,
No,
the
definitely not.
spanking.
We're here for the experience, so we're. I guess so, yeah.
But the hospital right
Oh.
here, we do not take insurance, so you know.
Okay, pray for me. They also call the receipt the hospital bill, so the damage for everything was about $40.
All right, ready?
I
Oh
think
my
so.
God, $7
So it's
for
time to get
per Jello.
spanked.
I guess so.
shot.
How many is it?
3.
3 spanks?
Yep.
It's been a long time.
And arch your butt out.
Okay. Oh, that actually hurts. Hey, that's actually a tough spank. Ooh, I forgot what it's like to get spanked. All right, so they definitely hit you. Like, you will feel that.
One
but
time-
I gotta pay.
One time I was in Taekwondo and I was supposed to hit this guy with like a stick. Like I was supposed to hit his stick with my stick. But like I ended up swinging too hard. So I ended up like like getting my knuckle and like punching him. Like I punched his arm and he dropped his stick and it was in pain. Cause I missed. And then one time I was supposed to hit my stick against some other guy's stick, but instead of hitting his stick, I missed. So I took my stick and I hit him directly on like the arm. Not even like the back of the hand, but like where your fingers are. So my stick collided with his fingers at like maximum velocity.
I didn't finish my food. All right, guys. While I recover, I'm gonna pay and get out of here because we still have some more dangerous restaurants.
Yeah, he was in pain.
Even more dangerous than this. Let's keep going. All right. So while I was in Vegas, I decided to get another dangerous restaurant in, but I didn't know how to properly find one.
This guy's
so I'm on Google Maps right now, and I'm going to search up something that's near Heart Attack Grill. Maybe there's another crazy dangerous restaurant that we can find. So I'm gonna go ahead and prompt the built-in personal assistant on Comet, which is Perplexity's new AI web browser. All right. So it looks like I've heard of Dick's Last Resort. That's like where they're really rude to you and stuff. Let me see if there's anything like that. Okay. Hammered Harry's, I've heard of this. Let me show you the coolest part though. So we're in
Dick's
Google Maps
Last
right here.
Resort is some crazy name, bro.
The AI agents can take the action online, not just provide answers. So for instance, if I wanted to map out the route from Aria, which is the hotel I'm staying at, to the Heart Attack Grill, to Hammered Harry's, look what it can do. So you'll see as I'm speaking to you, Comet's personal assistant is literally doing the work for me in the background. My hands are free.
Gemini could never.
And with Comet, it's an all-in-one experience, so there's no need to bounce
between
different
Dick,
tabs.
Though.
It's also really student-friendly, and there's a lot of different use cases for studying, scheduling, note-taking, applications,
I've never been
research,
there.
whatever it may be. It's also ad-free, so it's a distraction-free experience for productivity. I personally love using it for time saving and to just outsource different agent-based tasks to it. So for instance, something like this, which it's basically done doing now, I didn't have to do anything for it. I just told them what I wanted and it spits it out perfectly. So it's not just another search tool web browser. It actually has AI-powered agents that can take action on your behalf. With Comet, you can also do things like organize emails, get no annoying ads on YouTube, and it has an always-on personal assistant. And the craziest thing is that Comet is a $2,000 web browser that you can get completely
writing my emails. I don't know if you guys have the AI writing emails.
And to sweeten it even more, my subscribers get 30 days.
Whenever I write work emails, they'll be like, "But you like to fix this with AI?"
One of the best
and I'd be like, "Yes,
all right, so
please."
here's our route. So it is a pretty quick
because my English is so bad.
And then a short walk over. Thank you to
but it is only for certain accounts.
Now let's go to Hammered Harry's. This next dangerous restaurant is dangerous for a different reason. It's not because you're in physical danger, but rather mental. Because this place behind me called Hammered Harry's insults you when you get to the table. So basically the waiters and waitresses are really rude and they call you fat, ugly, and they basically comment on everything. They kind of like mentally abuse you, and that's just part of the gimmick at the restaurant. It looks like a fun spot, but I'm curious like how crazy and deep they get with the insults. So we're gonna go inside right now. I've heard a lot of fun things about this place, so I'm excited to see what kind of waiter or waitress we get. Also like what's your comments on? Who knows? What would you guys say is like the worst thing about me?
You guys are paying.
It says warning, service with an attitude, and I think this is Harry himself. He looks hammered. He looks like his name would be Harry. And it looks like the entrance is here.
What do they say?
Hi, 2 people.
What?
2 people.
Okay.
I already messed up, I guess. All right, so we just sat down now.
Okay.
Harry's. The hostess was pretty rude, but like, it's what you'd expect. Let's see how mean they're gonna get. So far it's just a little bit of rudeness. I'm sure this scale is gonna go up pretty quickly.
Tablecloth. Figure it out.
Thank you. Feel rushed, okay.
You should.
So we have a tablecloth down, just got the menus. She said, figure it out, and then she just threw the entire thing down. I'm paying for this? Then I guess we look. So let's check out what they have on their menu.
I'd cry.
Been to a bar before?
I'm too sensitive of a guy.
How do you know what you're gonna drink then?
Yes.
Maybe she's not too bad. We'll see.
That's it, yeah.
You know
it's too early.
Right? It's
I know.
too early. It's 3 in the afternoon. Do you know what you're eating, or do you need a minute?
I think we're gonna get
she's
chicken
not that
wings,
bad.
6 count of chicken wings.
Plain? Buffalo? I can't even rush you with this.
I know, yeah, can I get it fried, just normal?
Plain.
Oh, this is like abusive girlfriend.
I'm pretty boring,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So far, I've been in here. I got the attitude. I was called boring. So I got called out a couple of times. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be so far. But we're just getting started. The food and the drinks haven't even come out yet. So let's see how much.
I don't want them to give me a hug after. No, for real.
Somebody who really
Nino's
restaurant. Like, positivity around you.
I'm nice to you guys.
Wow, thank you.
What is that, iced tea? Oh.
They just threw all the straws on the table. Well, first off, this is the largest jug of iced tea that I've ever received in my life. Second off, she threw 10 straws in front.
We got spanking, then we got insult, shame play.
Here's the iced tea.
This is OP.
That she just flipped off our camera too. As we were walking to our table,
Nino can work here if her job as a lab rat doesn't work out.
Why, but I think the reason is because somebody else may have gotten the same treatment, but with napkins rather than straws. Oh, what is this? All right, I think I'm getting something.
I'd go crazy here, no?
Yeah, there's not a lot of hair, so we gotta cover up the hole that we have going on.
So they put a hat on me with like some insult. I don't know exactly what it says, so you guys can read it. But just came over, put it on our heads, and I think now we have to eat our food with this. So I think it's customized to each person. So depending on the vibes of the person, they write you a custom note/insult. This is what my vibes give off. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna go the whole meal without knowing what it says, but this is what it says. All right, now we wait for the food. Let's see what we got. Yeah.
Plain Jane wings.
They should have like a brat bar.
Thanks. I mean,
There should be like
$16
a restaurant where a bunch of brats insult
They call me
you
boring again. Gave me the plain Jane
and
wings,
give you food.
which do actually look pretty solid. They're just like normal chicken wings here. So far we've had straws thrown at us.
It's like the
we've had
same, but with
napkins thrown
brats,
at us,
you know.
And we've also had insults written on our heads.
It's gonna
Plus
risk
just,
his
like,
food
general
places.
attitude.
It goes to
Definitely
instead
unlike
goes to
any
the
place I've
kinkiest
ever
food.
been. Let's see
No,
what the
for
food tastes
real.
like. Definitely mentally dangerous. This is
Masochist
not for the faint of heart. And if you are a weak person, you'll get destroyed here.
It's kind of
Lots of
mild.
meat on it. What's really surprising is nobody is in
But
here.
those
You would think
wings
this
look a
place is
little,
not
like-
even open. We are the only people in here. Besides,
They look
there's
a
like 2
little
people at the bar.
dry.
But it's good vibes. If you're with a group, I can see this being a ton of fun. Again, you're probably gonna go home and cry about some insecurity they call out. But overall, a pretty fun spot. All right, so we just finished. I requested the check, so I think we're gonna have maybe 1 or 2 more interactions, and then we're gonna get out of here. Maybe she'll be nice because it's the end. She'll be like, "Oh, I'm just kidding. I had such a good time with you guys. You were so sweet."
Nah.
This is the receipt.
This is your receipt.
How is it so long? We got 1 item.
Yeah, I know. Boring item. How to make this fun some way somehow.
Oh my gosh, this is the largest receipt I've ever seen. I can't get over it.
Whoa.
Thank you, that was so fun. You're great, thank you. All right, so I got
she's
arguably
kinda-
the
she's
world's
kinda
longest
nice after
receipt
all that.
here, and it says 1 beer for staff, and that's everything. So it looks like we ordered a bunch of beer, but we didn't. So in total, the
You know,
entire
this
thing
is
was
how
about
even more hurtful
$24 or
things to say,
Fun
so
place,
pretty much-
definitely an interesting, fun, dynamic spot. Something like I've never seen before. They do not have
I'm
this
so
on the
nice
East
to you
Coast.
guys.
Okay, and I'm finally gonna read this. As annoying
I'm
as
so
a midget
kind.
in a limbo contest. Isn't that a slur nowadays? I guess that's what she thinks of me.
I think
It is
that's
what
a
it is.
slur
I'm sure it could have been
nowadays.
much worse, maybe. This next dangerous restaurant might just be the most dangerous one yet, and that's because the food quality itself is known to be terrible at this spot.
What?
This is the Royal Buffet Sushi and Hibachi restaurant. This is an all-you-can-eat
I
buffet,
am an
and notably,
angel.
a lot of the
Look at
Google
the head
reviews give
pat.
it 1 star because at least 10 people left with stomach issues, and people said the fish
Name
is
3
spoiled
nice
and
things you've
disgusting.
said
Just
about
to read
me.
a few. I'm not sure if it was from the food or from seeing the food, but my stomach
I'm
hurt, and
alright.
so did my dad's. We will all never go back here. We went there yesterday. We were very hungry. We got there for the sushi,
Oh,
but the
God.
sushis weren't only little, but they weren't fresh. It looked unsafe to eat. I'll definitely be reporting this
Unsafe?
place. And then there's even one review. This is from 3 years ago, but somebody says, "My son got sick here and then tested positive for COVID." And then a response to that from the
Bro.
actual restaurant. In Chinese, they wrote, "Your heart is not good." I don't know what that means, but they're clapping back.
Bro, no way!
Some of the consumers. We're gonna go in and try it for
Oh,
ourselves.
my
though, 'cause you can't always trust the
people.
Google reviews.
They
It
have
is in,
no
like, the 3-star
chill.
range, so it's not terrible, but there's some definitely damning reviews of this place. I feel like we have to go in, try the fish, maybe try some of their different foods, see if it's as bad as people say, and I'll also let you know if I get sick. Hello, 2 people. All right, so we just sat down. We are awaiting our waters. Very quick service, honestly.
No,
Like, to
this is a
start, we got
different
seated
buffet.
immediately. The
I don't
food
think it's a
looks
buffet,
fresh.
actually,
We were just
is
like
it?
walking by. It looks good, so we're gonna go up
Wait,
there
never mind, I
and see
think
what it
it
actually tastes like. All right, so I just went up there and I got
Yeah,
all the
this is
food.
fine.
As you
It
can
looks-
see here, I got
it looks
a
chill.
white fish fillet, 2 California rolls, chicken and broccoli, a shrimp, calamari,
That chicken looks
oysters,
good.
and a chicken wing, plus a French fry, which would be the first thing that I try. So far, so good. First bite of the fish.
Oh, he
Pretty
better
good
like
fish. One thing we noticed
not make
is
another
when we
video
came
after
in here,
this.
because we have a camera, definitely like hawking over, ensuring that like maybe we're not negatively reviewing it perhaps, because there's a good amount of
Oh.
like surveillance happening at this table.
Nah,
Let's
for
go the
real.
sushi next.
Why is he
Very
eating with his
sticky.
bare
The rice is
hands?
very sticky. Look at that. This one, honestly, I'm the most nervous about. This is the clam. Shellfish is probably the one food you shouldn't like compromise and eat if it's at like a somewhat dangerous spot, but I will be doing it, at least one. Not the best thing in the world. Again, though, it's more so about 2-3 hours from now. So this is what the chicken looks like. One of the saddest pieces of chicken I've ever seen in my life.
Ew, ew, ew. Oh my god, why is it all
More so
like...
about 2-3 hours from now. So this is what the chicken looks like. One of the
It's
saddest pieces
okay,
of
but it's a little like
I've ever
floppy.
seen in my life.
Ooh, ooh.
and confirm with
It's
the
kind of
the
like
broccoli.
gross looking.
Okay.
It's
the
so
broccoli, going for
wiggly.
calamari next, and this is squid, of course. Oh, that's chewy. This
It
might
reminds
be
me of
the
her.
inedible object that
Yeah,
people
maybe
talk
it's just
about.
nervous.
Okay, shrimp looks good. I'm a big shrimp guy, so I think I'm
There's
gonna
the
enjoy this,
shrimp looks-
honestly.
Can
I've
he-
never had
oh
bad
my god,
shrimp
why he eating with his
foreshadowing. Let's try
hands?
this.
I can't.
Okay, that's actually the best thing so far, the shrimp.
Oh,
and then I
wash
guess
your
last but not
hands.
least, we have this chicken wing.
That looks okay.
I don't like that. So even though I wasn't a big fan of the food, the service here is pretty good. They came by a couple of times to refill the water and stuff. So overall, pretty decent spot in terms of the service. The food, I would attest to it being like
I eat with
5. This was really bad food. But I'm gonna see what happens.
I eat with a fork.
This is all about the later. So I'll fill you guys in.
I
We'll do
never
a little
use my
time
hands.
skip. We'll see what happens in like 3-4 hours, maybe even the next day. But I'll fill you in. Hello guys, Future Sam here. It's been about 48 hours since I ate at that 3-star all-you-can-eat buffet and some of that disgusting sushi and fish that you guys saw. And let me say, I'm happy to report that I did not actually get sick. I thought for sure, especially after eating that calamari, that I was going to get sick. But it looks like the iron stomach strikes again, and we are completely good.
How do you feel shrimp without hands?
Those other 1-star reviews that you saw.
Use a fork
just to
and
give
a
you my
spoon.
experience, I ended up being completely fine. So do with that what you'd like. I don't necessarily recommend going, but I didn't get sick. So it's dangerous, yes, but I didn't get sick. So I don't know what that is. All right, let's move on to the next segment. This next dangerous chain restaurant we're at is White Castle. Now, if you've never heard of White Castle, it's one of the first fast food restaurants to ever exist. They have these really cheap, small sliders. But the reason it's dangerous is two-pronged. One, because a lot of food critics say because they steam their burgers and stack their onions, a lot of foodborne illnesses can actually come way because of the way they prepare their sandwiches. And then also,
you got
doing
food
some
poisoning
research,
when you
it
got
seems like the most violent crimes per capita at a fast food restaurant happens at White Castle. Mainly because most of the time, White Castles are clustered in pretty bad areas in terms of violent crime rates. And the outside doesn't look too active. It's not particularly late, about like 8 o'clock right now or so. So we're gonna go inside because I also want to just try out White Castle, see what's on the menu at this point. I feel like this is a very possibly quite interesting restaurant that we're about to explore. White Castle is some of my favorite exteriors because it's like truly a White Castle. Like if you look at the way that it's shaped, it almost reminds me of a Pizza Hut, how it's like when you see a Pizza Hut, you know it's a Pizza Hut. Similar to a White Castle, just the way they build the building makes it look a particular way. Okay, well that's a good start here. Sanitary inspection report is satisfactory. It's quite small inside. I think there's just a single table. All right, I know I'm gonna get, I think I'm gonna get an original slider and something else, but let me go ahead and scan the menu. All right, so just ordered, I got a number 2, which is their 2 double cheese sliders meal that will come with fries and then a drink. They have one of these Coca-Cola freestyle machines. I always love seeing these. I think they have some special ones too. Only at White Castle. They have Sprite Midnight. I have to try that.
What is Sprite Midnight? Oh, it looks...
Kind of looks like Mountain Dew maybe. So one thing about White Castle that I'm just learning now is they have breakfast at any time. So I think you're able to get their breakfast slider, or they even have a Belgian waffle slider, which is kind of interesting. You know, I'm gonna add that on too. I feel like while we're here, we have to try like the main thing. So I'm gonna get a Belgian waffle slider. That's so unique. Now looking at their decor, they have this poster here that says the most influential burger of all time from Time magazine from 2014. And I'd have to agree, because again, this was like the first fast food burger. I think it was like this, then In-N-Out, then McDonald's, I believe is how that goes. But they were first. I mean, you're gonna see it when we get it. It doesn't really look like a burger. It's so thin and tiny, but you have to give them their props somewhere. Now, one of the glaring differences between White Castle and any other restaurant I've been to is that they have just like a sheet of glass that's blocking people from, I guess, like diving over to employees. And this is one of the nicer White Castles that I could find on Google. I think this one has like a 4.0 review, but I imagine some of them run into issues, so it's become standard protocol now to have that glass. We're gonna start off with the breakfast sandwich, which is the Belgian waffle with bacon and egg, I think, on it. I've never seen this before. It's a very unique item. The fact they serve breakfast all day is quite interesting. Here's what it looks like. That's a fun one to hold.
It looks a little soggy.
Not my favorite, but I like that they have this. And then here's the moment we've been waiting for. These are the most influential burgers of all time, according to Time magazine.
That looks a little sad. You guys could probably eat that one. Why is that so thin?
Just trying to show it a little bit. Paper thin. Not gonna lie, it's one of my least favorite burgers, but I'll give it a fair shot right here. Not my favorite. Prepared nicely though, but there's a reason I don't come here often. Their one saving grace though is their fries. I mean, they've been around since 1921, so over 100 years. Imagine that.
100 years?
Fries are really solid. Then of course, White Castle exclusive Midnight Sprite. Let's give this a go here.
It looks kind of like Coke.
Not a fan of that. It reminds me of like the Baja Blast Mountain Dew, like too much. But yeah, overall, considering the food and just the overall vibe of this place, I mean, I'm a pretty big fan
just like I remember. It's not good.
Have, like higher on average rates of crime. This
would you rather eat at McDonald's,
guys? I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you've seen some pretty bad White Castles. But nonetheless, enjoyed my time here, so it's time to move on to the next dangerous restaurant. The next dangerous restaurant chain we're at is Checkers, sometimes known as Rallies.
I've never heard of that. I never heard of Rallies either.
This one is known to be a little bit dangerous, is because since it is is kind of like an indoor-outdoor drive-through-y place where you could technically go inside and order. There's a lot of chaos and mayhem always happening, so you have people out of their cars, people sometimes doing like drive-bys and harassing people. There's been a lot of reported shootings at Checkers, and this place
Ain't
is
no
generally
way.
at nighttime is known to be a little more unsafe on average than some of your normal fast food chains. Doesn't look like there's anybody here right now. There's an interesting standoff happening right behind us at like this discount store. There's like guys yelling at each other in cars. But outside of that, things look pretty pleasant. So let's go.
Why is it positioned like that? Are these guys having like a 1v1 outside right
It's
now?
at like this discount store. There's like guys yelling at each other in cars. But outside of that, things look pretty pleasant. So let's go inside and see if that stays true.
They're
Wow, this
dueling.
is like really small inside. I really don't know what to get at Checkers. I see they have a Glorilla meal, so I'm gonna go ahead and order that. They also have $1
Glorilla?
classic wings. Oh, $1 each, so per wing.
Oh,
I don't know if this is
$1 each.
because
That's
of the
not
danger
that good.
levels, but they do have some glass here. Typically, when you're at a fast food restaurant, you're able to like connect directly. But in this case, we have some pretty thick glass as well. It's probably like an inch thick. Hi, how are you? Can I get the Glorilla meal?
We don't have the Glorilla meal anymore.
Oh
you
my
don't got it? Can I
god.
get a 5-piece wing with buffalo and then
Sea
these
salt
onion
caramel
fries?
milkshake looks good.
We're just like vlogging stuff, yeah. And then can I get onion fries as well? Fries seasoned onion fries.
We don't have those.
Oh no, okay. I'll just take normal fries. I'll do a small normal. Wow, so 1-inch thick glass, make the Apple Pay.
Oh my god.
Just like that, all ordered. Now we're gonna wait for the food. Kind of interesting that I was able to Apple Pay through the glass. Like, how far does that extend? How many inches of layers does it take to block a signal from an iPhone to get picked up? Who knows? I just noticed there's a red and yellow unicorn behind us because there is 4 stores/restaurants that have red and yellow colors, which already is a little bit strange to have that color wave. It's very McDonald's-y. But we have McDonald's in the distance, Shell right here, Advanced Auto Parts, and then
Dude.
Checkers. And you can only notice these things at a Checkers because you can be outside while you wait for your order and stuff. Otherwise, you're just confined to the inside. There's walls, you can't really see out the window. But here, you're able to notice things like that. All right, I think our food is almost ready, so we're gonna retrieve it, and then we're gonna eat over there, see how it is, see if there's any danger levels. Thank you.
Danger
All right,
levels.
bag secured. They actually have pretty good fries. I just dumped them all out by
Ooh,
accident.
wait,
but
that looks
they're
kinda
nice and
good.
seasoned, so it gives a little taste test here.
I like the color.
Very sugary, maybe like a lot of oil on them or
Oh,
something. There's
sugary.
just like more to it than just the potato and the crunch. And then here, we got some of their wings. These are buffalo wings. Trying to get a lot of action around here now. It seems like more and more people are going to the drive-thru, people are leaving, people are coming in. So I think we're starting to get to those late night hours. when people
Checkers
are
is
just coming
good.
by
I've
to get
never
their grub
tried
on.
a Checkers.
Surprisingly good wings for Checkers. But overall, I mean, not super dangerous here, despite it being one of the more dangerous chains. The food is
How's
not
he
bad.
so
The
hungry?
fries are actually okay, despite being what they are. And then really good wings. Honestly, like some of the better wings at a restaurant that I've had. So I think all of it together, plus decent value, I think this was about $7 or so. I'd give Checkers a pretty solid rating. I could see this getting a little bit sus as it gets to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I don't even know if they're open that long, but if they are, I don't think that I would be here beyond like 11 p.m. because I
took
can see
one
things
bite?
getting rowdy here. It just
He
feels
ate
like
that
that
entire
spot where it
wing.
would happen. All right, guys, that was a lot of fun going to these different restaurants. Let me know what your favorite was. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
He ate the entire wing. And then he ate the entire... Wait, did he eat the entire burger at the White Castle? I mean, I could only eat one. Me personally.